Good afternoon, everyone. We'll be starting the press conference in 3 minutes, a few minutes. We have everybody here, but you're welcome to please take a seat, fill in the seats if you are not seated yet. Thank you again for being here at our Know Before You Go press conference. There they are. I can take the chair. No, it's fine. Sure.
We're trying to figure out where the music's coming from.
Oh,
All right. Is this on? No? Tony? Where's Tony?
This has to be push the button to green.
Oh, I see it.
Jenny, before you start, if they're not going to sit, let's move the chairs. Or have them sit. Yeah.
If I could have our speakers please take a seat.
I'm like, it doesn't look good, so either.
Well, good afternoon, everyone.
You went to a party and nobody showed up.
Yeah.
You showed up to our party.
Thank you all for being here. Welcome to San Antonio Marathon Race Week. I am Jenny Carnes, President and CEO of San Antonio Sports, the city's nonprofit sports commission. We've been around for about 41 years, and our mission is to transform our community through the power of sport. And we are so excited to be here today to talk about everything coming up this week in the Super Bowl world of running right here in San Antonio. Now, this week reminds me a little bit of a Final Four week. It takes years to prepare between the time the bid is awarded to when you finally execute the week of, and that's what this feels like. This has been years in the making. In fact, probably since we first hosted the Rock and Roll Marathon back in 2008, San Antonio Sports has been dreaming of hosting a signature running event for the city that speaks to our culture and that we now own, and we're really proud of that. So, San Antonio Sports is behind this, and it is our mission to use this event to continue to transform our community through the power of sport. We are incredibly excited to welcome runners from across the city, from all 50 states, and from over 25 countries to experience the best of San Antonio in if you miss it this weekend, eating Thanksgiving leftovers, a sold-out inaugural year. Just as importantly to our staff and to the success of this event, we are also at 100% volunteer registration. So thank you, San Antonio, for giving of your time and service as you always do. Our volunteers are truly at the heart of everything we do and could not do it without them. We are really excited to start this week with the running event taking place right here in the Henry B. Tomorrow it will open in the afternoon and runs through Thursday. And if you're not familiar with TRE, the running event is North America's premier run specialty retail conference and trade show. And it's going to bring a lot of business to San Antonio over the next 3 days. And we are so glad to have them here, not only this year, but for the next 3 years. Later this week, again, right here in the Convention Center, everyone can join us for our Marathon Expo. And we will open up Friday at noon and all day on Saturday. That is free and open to the public. You do not have to be a registered runner to take part in that. And I guarantee you, you do not want to miss this year's Expo. It will be the best we've seen in many, many years, thanks to TRE and a lot of their vendors staying over, Fleet Feet and University Health and so many others. Now, you'll notice when we get to the weekend, we have a lot of new things in store. Starting with our 5K, presented by Holidays on Houston, will take place Friday evening, not on Saturday morning. So we're excited to showcase beautiful downtown San Antonio with the holiday lights on and shining brightly all throughout downtown. So something very new for our 5K. And that is going to start on Market Street and of course end up in Hemisphere. And then the big event on Sunday, our half and full marathon, starts at 7:15 a.m. at Main Plaza. And all of our races will end with a finish line fiesta in Hemisphere, right in Civic Park. So we're thankful to our speakers here today to talk a little bit more about what to expect this weekend. And I'm going to first turn it over to City Manager Eric Walsh.
So thank you, Jenny, and congratulations to you and your team and Josh Fetterman on this year's race. And as Jenny laid out, over 18,000 participants this weekend. So we are, certainly the city is honored to host this inaugural event this weekend. Our focus is going to be on ensuring an excellent, safe, and memorable weekend for both participants and visitors and residents that come downtown. We want everyone to experience the excitement of downtown for this weekend. Resources that are going to be available for residents and visitors. We're asking that everybody plan ahead. You can carpool or ride share. SanAntonioMarathon.com website lists all the parking resources, and the city will be providing complimentary parking in both lots B and C of the Alamo Dome. So we're working hard as a city team to provide a coordinated effort for street closures and access for businesses and residential folks. You can see from the maps, it's a unique route that I think runners and alike will find exciting. Some hills, right, Josh? So be prepared, but it's a beautiful route. And one of the things that San Antonio Sports and the city have done is ensure that we have coordinated with folks that in the area, that live in the area, or will have church on Sunday mornings, that they know of those street closures and be able to provide the access that's needed. We'll also have police officers along the route to ensure that access is important. I want to thank all the city departments that participated in the preparation and then the actual event this weekend and Sunday. Center City Development Office, our police department, the fire department, Public Works, Solid Waste, because somebody's got to pick up after the party, our Office of Historic Preservation, and our Parks and Recreation Department. Really, all of us have been working together with San Antonio Sports to ensure that this weekend goes off without a hitch, and we are excited and honored again to be able to host this weekend's events. I'm going to ask Chief McManus to come up and share a couple of words about public safety and awareness, and turn it over to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Good afternoon, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy belated Thanksgiving. Thanks for being here. So, San Antonio Marathon is one of the city's favorite traditions. It's been going on for as long as I've been here. for as long as I've been here. It brings families, runners, volunteers, and visitors together from all over the country. And we want you to enjoy the day, but we also want you to plan ahead. And I'm going to point out to a gentleman over there wearing that uniform, Chris Benavidez. Chris, raise your hand. Deputy Chief Chris Benavidez is going to be the event commander for this marathon, so you will be in good hands with this marathon event under his command. So you can find a full updated map of closures and detours on the city's website and SAPD's social media platforms. Plan your route before you leave your house and have a backup plan as well. We're asking the public to utilize rideshare or carpool. The Alamo Dome will offer free parking in lots B and C starting at 5 a.m. on the day of the marathon. And you can use Cesar Chavez exit or the Nolan exit to navigate to the Alamo Dome parking lots off Cherry Street. Arrive early and avoid delays. Once that starting gun goes off, if you're late, you've got no chance of winning the race. So be here early. There will be limited access to Market Street and Commerce Street between Bowie and Alamo Street. Northbound, southbound Commerce exits off IH-37. They'll close at 4 a.m. on the day of the marathon. Follow the event signage. If meeting other groups, set up a meeting point prior to your departure. Our officers will be stationed throughout the route to direct traffic, assist spectators, and ensure the safety of both runners and the public. Their job is to keep things moving as efficiently as possible. So please be patient. A little patience is going to go a long way with the crowds that are going to be downtown. We wish everyone a safe race, strong race, and an enjoyable run. Anybody in here running? Anybody in here going to win? All right, good luck, stay safe. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Santino with the San Antonio's Runners Group. Come on up, Santino.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for having me, San Antonio Sports. I'm Santino Corrales, representing the Downtown Run Group here based out of San Antonio, Texas. And I am proud to be a San Antonio Marathon ambassador. So I'm so grateful to San Antonio Sports for keeping local run groups top of mind when it came to planning this year's marathons. So San Antonio finally has its own homegrown marathon, and it's something our running community has hoped for and worked towards for so many years. Local run groups and ambassadors, other San Antonio Marathon ambassadors, have been a huge part of building this momentum. The group runs, the training support, and San Antonio pride have helped make this inaugural year a success, and we're so proud to be a part of it. The training is done, and now it's time to celebrate. It is race week. We want runners of all backgrounds and experience levels to know that you're inspiring more people than you realize. And if you're not running, please come cheer on everyone who has put in the hard work. Be out there, cheer on your running buddies, cheer on your spouses, your family members. We need all the support, and we got to make this, amazing experience for years to come. It's just the beginning. So some tips, we are in race week. So start with patience, trust your preparation, the training you've worked towards the whole year since San Antonio Sports announced the big day in November of last year. Hydrate, of course, fuel up, and enjoy the energy from our amazing neighborhoods that you get to run through. And smile when you see the cameras, because this is your moment. Like I said, you've worked towards this the whole year. We're finally here race week and race weekend coming up. Looking forward to seeing everybody at the Finish Line Fiesta, chase that finish line, and run inspired. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, Santino. And I don't know if you were talking to runners just now or to the San Antonio sports staff about being patient, smiling, pacing yourself, and drinking lots of water. That's my advice to all of us. as mentioned earlier, we have essentially three new beautiful courses highlighted over here to my right. And our team has worked really hard to develop these courses to showcase our beautiful city in all areas. And I do want to highlight, something I haven't said yet, but as Santino mentioned a little over a year ago when we made this announcement that we would create a new signature running event for our community and move away from the Rock and Roll Running Series, we launched our tagline, which is "Every step tells a story." And this can be seen in many different ways, but it's the story of every runner that will make it to the start line Friday night or Sunday morning, their journey to get to registration, their journey to train, and their journey to get through the events this weekend. It's also a story of San Antonio, and we're going to tell that story throughout the weekend as we run and walk through some beautiful neighborhoods and some places that the previous events have not showcased. We, of course, will continue to run past the Alamo. It wouldn't be San Antonio if we didn't do that. We will keep our military mile in Brackenridge Park, but we're going to run through Alamo Heights and Monte Vista and Almost Park. We're going to run through the Botanical Gardens for the first time, and we're going to run through the Pearl for the first time, not by the Pearl, through the Pearl. And then, of course, we're going to run back through Fort Sam Houston. So this really does tell a story about San Antonio. And then I think, lastly, for our San Antonio sports team, this tells a story about how far we've come to create this event, to keep this event locally owned and operated, to make sure that the revenues from this event stay in San Antonio and go back to support our free community programs throughout the community. And we're extremely, extremely proud of that. So as everyone is set up here, and I thank you all for being here, be prepared. SanAntonioMarathon.com. We have an app. Download the app. The runner's guides are out for all 3 distances. Please prepare and read throughout the week as we head into Friday. And lastly, before I thank some of our sponsors, Santino and the running groups and the city, you guys saw a vision that I think was just in baby steps, baby formation a couple of years ago, and we would not be here today without the running groups that have supported us from day one. We would not have sold out. The ambassadors, all of you guys, is because of what y'all have done, and we really appreciate that. I do want to recognize our city partners, of course, the City of San Antonio, Visit San Antonio, Centro, and our benefiting partner, Face the Fight, which you'll learn more about this weekend. And of course, our event sponsors, Fleet Feet, Corona Premier, GovX, HEB, University Health, GU, Cavender Auto Group, Runna, and Hotel Planner. So a lot of support has gone into this. And I do want to thank Josh Furlow and the Trust Group, and I would say arguably the greatest long distance runner of all time, Mev Kofleski. He will be here later in the week. He's really been another ambassador of ours. So really excited to have everybody enjoy the Super Bowl of Running Week in San Antonio. Let's make it a good one. The weather's going to be Chamber of Commerce on Sunday. That was my one job. Thank you all for being here, and our speakers are available for one-on-ones if asked. Y'all have a great afternoon. Stay warm.